Yo, welcome to you. This is me. Today's episode, I have Jake Green. What's up, Jake? How you been, man?
Good, brother. How are you?
Not bad, not bad, man. It's great to fucking see you with a fucking smile now, man.
Yeah, man. It took a little bit, but
Yeah, it's a long road, man. Some of us have a long journey to get to.
yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. It took me 10 years to figure out where. Took me 10 years to figure out how to find happiness in life. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I feel you. I'm still struggling, still trying to find mine. We just had a conversation about it for like maybe 2 hours. Just
Yeah.
talking, just catching up, just trying to find, the time in between.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had a lot of filling in to do. Yeah, man, that's good. I see you got a bunch of family pictures back there, man.
Yeah. That's me and my wife when I was like, 24. And then now I got two kids now, a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old.
All
So,
right.
boy and a girl. I'm done, bro. VA gives me vasectomy. I'm out. You know?
You got it already?
No, not yet, but I want
Oh, oh,
to.
damn. Well, you let me know how that goes.
I don't know if I trust him or not. I might come out with something missing.
Ooh, no way, man. Hey, man. Boy's the oldest?
Yeah, he's 3.
Okay.
I'm a little bit tougher on him than I am my daughter. I mean, when I had my daughter, everything changed. You
Yeah.
know, she's my princess. She can't do any wrong. My boy, I'm tough on him, and I need to lay off. I know I do, but I mean, I'm a first-time parent. Give me a break.
You have two.
Yeah. Well, he was the first.
Oh, man. Hey, man, I'd probably do the same thing, too. I tell my wife the same thing. I'm like, hey, if I had a boy, I'd probably be a little bit harder. The girl, I try to be as hard as her, but I think I'd be more strict on the girl than hard on the girl.
Yeah, she's definitely not going to get married until she's 45.
It's like, careful what state you go to. I got rifles everywhere.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I got rifles everywhere. There's someone watching you.
That's what I told my father-in-law one time. I was like, you know what? If I ever do have kids, all I gotta do is make one phone call. Like, hey, my kid's in your area. Go track them. And they'll be like, why the hell do I need to go follow your kid? You do it.
You're like, well, because I have people everywhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it is what it is. It's fun. I can at least mess with them.
Yeah, that's the fun part. The fun part's messing with them.
Oh yeah, of course.
My parents used to mess with me all the time, so I mean, doing it back, but it's like times 20, because we were in the barracks. So you know how to fuck with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm fucking with a 3-year-old. I mean, how much of an adult am I?
He's like, I got an eye on you.
Exactly.
Damn, dude. Besides that, what else is new, man? What you been up to?
Um, so I'm in school, man. I'm taking advantage of the GI Bill.
Nice.
I'm trying to learn as much as I possibly can because there's one thing that when you get out of the Marine Corps, there's something's kind of taken from you.
Yep.
And we discussed it earlier. It's that brotherhood. It's that bond. And it sucks. It sucks. But the one thing that no one can take from me is my knowledge. And the more that I know, it makes me that much better. I can provide for my family in a state like California where things are fucked. You're paying $3,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? Like, and nowadays and age, you need that knowledge to make yourself
Live.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, when we get out of the Marine Corps, it's taken from us. Our brotherhood, our bond, everything that we have and we know. We come out into the real world with nothing. So I had to start from scratch. I learned HVAC and refrigeration. I did that for 5 years. Now I'm doing diesel mechanics.
Nice.
I weld. Whatever I can get my hands on, I'm gonna do.
Nice. What are you going to school for right now?
Diesel, be a diesel technician.
What school you at?
Universal Technical Institute.
Nice, UTI.
Yeah, I mean,
Nice.
people put it like they say untrained idiots, right? And the guys at school are like, people give us this image that we're fucking idiots, and I'm like, well, Look at who we go to school with. We're going to school with 19-year-old kids. Yeah, they're fucking idiots. Yeah, you know? But it's going to be like that any trade you go to. Any place that you go to, there's going to be some place that's like, oh, well, we know that you're from this place, and we know that you guys are shitbags. All right, well, fuck, let me prove you wrong.
Yes, that's how it actually is at the job where I'm at now. I've had people come up to me and they're like, "Oh shit, you're actually doing your job and you're not a." And I go, "What, a piece of shit?" And they go, "Yeah." And they're just like, "Oh crap." I'm like, "Well, I'm not just some random kid off the street or some old ass dude. I'm actually trying to work and get a paycheck. If I don't do my job, someone else is gonna come in here that can do my job better."
Yeah. I got a mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. I totally understand that one, man. I totally do. It sucks though because a lot of people don't have that mentality. The young crowd. I don't want to talk shit on all of them, but a lot of young crowd, they just have this mentality that it's all about themselves. Give me everything. I don't want to work for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And dude, I've seen it fucking over and over again. They want respect. At 19 years old, honestly, no one's gonna respect you. You haven't done shit to get respect.
Yes.
So until
it's also like that with the older crowd too, though. I've come a lot lately of our age and a little bit older as well, where they'll demand respect, and it's like, wait, hold on, you're demanding respect from me, but yet you don't show me no respect. How does that work? It's like, what have you ever done? And that's what we have been talking about before, and like other veterans as well. It's like, what have you done to show me that I need to respect you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It comes down to that, and they just don't understand that.
Yeah, there's guys who are like, oh, well, I got a master's degree. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you also got $100,000 in debt. I own a house. I have a job. I go to school, all this other shit. I'm happy, and I have no debt.
Yeah, I got a little bit of debt, but that's just because I wrecked a few cars in my past. Yeah, man, I'm still paying for that. So for those of you that remember my past in the military, yes, I'm still paying for those cars. I'm close. I'm really close. Extremely close. I'm under $2,000 right now. Thank fucking God, finally.
Yeah, once that's gone, you're gonna be like, now what can I buy?
Dude, I'm already thinking about it. I've been driving the same car for the last few years, and no, it's not a white Altima. It's Sentra, white Sentra. I took my wife's. All right, downgraded. She's driving around in a fucking Dodge Challenger, and I'm driving around the Sentra. So, yeah, man.
Fuck, I need to marry you.
You want to be the first guy to tell me that, dude? I'm like, come on, dude. Yeah, man, it sucks. It kind of fucks with me. It fucked with me before. Now I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like, I'm close to paying it off. I don't care. I screwed myself over.
Well, fuck. I was one of those kids. You know when they get to the fleet and they're like, "Hey, don't go to Oceanside and buy a car."
You bought a car.
I did buy a car. it had like 15% interest, bro. Oh man. And I didn't even know what the fuck that meant. And you know what kind of car it was? It was a Chrysler 300.
How much did you get it for?
Fuck, you know what? I can't tell you to this day. I don't remember what the numbers were, but it wasn't cheap. You know, I'm 4 years in the Marine Corps. I'll pay this off, and then I saw my paychecks, and I was like, I ain't paying shit off. You know?
Yeah, man. It's like, what was it, like $40 that they give you when you're private? It was like paychecks were like $190 during that time, I think.
It was bad, man. I remember my first year. I don't think my gross salary was over $12,000.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck?
What was this bullshit?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see the fucking world, but with no money, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
He's like, thank God there's a fucking chow hall. It's like, fuck.
I didn't eat there. I was eating fucking hot Cheetos and goddamn cheese dip. Fucking.
Oh fuck, that sucks, man. Oh shit, damn, dude. So, what else have you been up to, man?
That's about it, man. Just family life. I kind of lost track of myself and being appreciative of what I had and what I do have. I started, going off with the wrong crowds and trying to find that brotherhood, and it was definitely not in the right places. And now that I look at it, like, my children are what I have, I have my brothers, you, and everybody else, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, my children and my wife, that's what I have, and I need to make the best of it. So
that's true. No, that's true, man. I fuck, you know me. I don't have kids. I got animals. We're good.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I got a dog too, and she's worse than the kids. So.
Yeah, man. Imagine if they can talk. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't want her to talk. She's watched some weird shit. So.
I think most animals have. It's like, mommy?
Yeah, they'd be like, I saw that on TV once, but that was wrestling. What are you guys doing?
Is that a full Nelson?
Yeah, damn, mom's turning purple.
Oh shit. And it went that way.
It was going to eventually. We might as well get.
It's all good, man. Hey, screw it. It's fun though. It's fun. At least we can have these kind of conversations and laugh about it.
Other people be like, "Oh, what are you talking about? You can't talk about that. This is politically correct stuff."
Oh, dude, I this last week at work, I actually had a conversation with somebody. I'm like, "Look, I just want to let you know something." They're like, "What's up?" I'm not politically correct, just to let you know.
I have to warn people about that. Like, I have no filter.
No.
So if I think that you're fucking disgusting, I'm gonna tell you you're fucking disgusting. I'm not the greatest looking motherfucker in the world, but I take a shower,
Yeah.
And now you get to this civilian world, and these motherfuckers don't even change their clothes.
Oh yeah, no. This one was my first real world California experience. Yeah, dude at work. I'm gay. Cool, man. Do you?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I told him. I was like, just letting you know, I'm not politically correct. And he's like, no worries, man. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, cool.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Like, the thing that really, really fucking pisses me off is the politics and all the bullshit. Just let people be people. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't care.
I agree.
That's what.
You're happy. Do you? I do have my own personal views on a lot of stuff. Obviously, whatever. I love the time where it's like, whatever you do, keep it behind closed doors.
Exactly. I don't want to hear about it, but if you do it, that's fine.
Like, I grew up with that mentality, that generation. And,
Yeah.
Obviously, times change. I get times change. I know mentalities open up and everything. It's just, what happened to literally keeping it behind closed doors? Like, what happened to the freaks come out at night?
The freaks come out at night.
Right? Like, what happened to Houdini? Yeah, dude. It's like, dude.
Man, the 90s were a good fucking decade,
Yeah, man. It's like, I remember at a certain time, it's like, walking through LA, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Who are these people? And they legit, the crowd would switch.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's like the fucking switch got stuck. It's like everyone's out.
It's only on, you know? I remember, I used to go to shows and stuff in downtown LA when I was a young kid, maybe 13, 14.
Okay.
And it was a big punk scene, metal, all this other stuff. But I mean, you go into West Hollywood and stuff, you see all that other shit. But I was raised not to really judge people, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's some stuff that they just do that I'm just like, come on, man. Like, you don't see me fucking pushing my ways on you. Like, I'm not saying my ways are good or bad, but you don't see me pushing my ways on you. Like, just let it be.
Yeah.
The only thing I push on people is, bitch, if you ain't happy and you're calling yourself fat, go do something about it.
Right? Stop body shaming me. Fuck, I'm fat. I say I'm fat. Bitch, if you don't think you're fat and you're fat, you're fat.
Yeah, true. Dude, my mom hears it all the time. She's like, oh my God, Mijo, I'm so fat. Well, if I tell you what to do, you're not going to listen to me, so stop bitching. Like,
for real. Hold on a second. Damn it. There's the dog. Hey, get out of here.
What dog is it?
It's my German Shepherd, Scarlet.
She big?
She's on the smaller side. She's 75 pounds. I was trying to make her a service dog, but I had rescued her, and I was like, all right, you know what? You already had a fucked up life. I'm not gonna make you my service dog, you know. So now I'm in the process of. There's an organization. It's called like Canines for Veterans or something like that, and you have to like fill out an application and everything. And yeah, so I'm in the process of doing that. So
nice. I wanted to get a service dog, but I'm not good with dogs. I realized that cats are better for me.
Yeah,
and I hated cats.
I fucking cannot stand cats. And my next door neighbor feeds them all goddamn day long, and they shit in my planter box. I'm growing, so like I do gardening, you know. So I'm growing peppers and stuff. I like hot foods.
Yeah, my buddy does that too.
Except for I don't like when they come out.
Yeah, it hurts.
So, but the cat's shit next to my peppers, and I'm like, let me catch you. TV fires.
Oh, dude. So I don't have a green thumb whatsoever. A few years back, I tried to grow marijuana. I grew 4 plants. One about maybe a foot long, or not even a foot, like 8 inches long, and 3 about like maybe that big, right? My cat, fucking reckless little asshole. First of all, his name is Mayhem. So just think about what he's about to do. He walks over there, gets on the counter, pulls out the little 3 plants, realizes that they didn't smell like anything yet, looks at the fucking big one, sniffs it, yanks it out, and then chews it up.
No.
Bro. Gone. I try to revive it, dead.
Oh, hell no. Once those roots hit air, like, you're done.
Yeah, that was the only thing I've ever tried to grow.
Right after I got out, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get stoned as a motherfucker. You know? Yeah. So I was growing plants and shit. And yeah, trying to take a full bong rip when you first get out and not smoking weed, yeah, it's not a good idea. That's pretty intense shit, you know what I mean? And weed
was actually my first thing I did when I got out.
Yeah, I think everybody does it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, what? I piss in a cup and fuck those guys. Like, all right, let's smoke this blunt. You know, like you get done, you're like, am I gonna die?
Yeah, I used to tell my guys, I was like, I'm gonna send you guys a picture of I on a beach rolling a blunt on my DD 214.
And it never happened, huh?
Never happened. Never happened.
Yeah, we had a big day. We talked a big game. But
yeah, I went to a beach, but I didn't have a blunt. I think I had like a margarita.
Yeah, and then fucking margarita was watered down too.
No, it was super sugary.
The hangover was a bitch, huh?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. It was like not what I was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to be all fucking relaxed. Nope.
That's not happening.
Nope, not at all. But fuck, whatever, man. But besides that, man, I wanted to ask you about pre-military, dude. Talk to me, pre-military.
So pre-military, so I grew up in a divorced household.
Okay.
My mom and my dad split up when I was about 1.5 years, 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I say it doesn't affect me because I mean, honestly, that's being a bitch. Like, just take 2 Christmases, you know. But I grew up with my mom and my stepdad, and my stepdad's an awesome fucking man. I was always that asshole kid, you know, like you're not my dad, blah 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 blah. Yeah. But he was the one that kind of really showed me how to be a man. You know, take responsibility for yourself. Your actions have consequences, and that's how it is. You know, my real dad, me and him get along, but I wouldn't say that our relationship is as what would you say, like, as connected as me and my stepdad. Me and my stepdad, fuck, he taught me motorcycles, he taught me cars, music. Like, I could talk to him about anything, and he's gonna give me. He won't tell me. He won't sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? If I fuck up, he's gonna tell me, "Hey, you fucked up." You know, and that's what it is. You know, and yeah, I grew up in San Pedro, California. It's right across the bridges from Long Beach.
Okay.
It's it used to be a small fishing town, you know. A lot of Japanese American citizens were here. They actually, this was like the biggest fishing port on the West Coast, I believe. And I mean, it's kind of gone downhill from there. But my entire family are longshoremen. They work down at the port, and they take basically longshoremen, because I get the question all the time, what's longshoremen? And, you know, and I'm like, well, basically the cargo that comes on ships, longshoremen take it off the ships and make sure that, you know, it's done the right way and it gets to where it needs to go, you know. But at the same time, I don't know, man. It's been a kind of a tough little road, you know.
Okay. Does the San Pedro pier still have that shrimp cooking spot?
Oh, you're talking about Portugal.
What's it called?
Portugal.
Okay. Is it still there?
It's where like they had like micheladas and like all that stuff. So they actually tore it down.
No shit.
They're rebuilding it because they want more revenue, you know. So I think the Summer Olympics are supposed to be here in San Pedro. They're supposed to be doing the rowing in the harbor, I think. And I was like, what in the fuck? Like, that is the most disgusting fucking place I have ever been, you know? Yeah, but yeah, I remember going there as a kid, dude. Like, shit. I still go down there. There's one place open that you can go down there and get some badass micheladas. You know, like when you're hungover and that clamado and, you know, you know what I'm talking about, dog.
Oh, yeah, dude. That, the fucking big ass pan of shrimp with that big ass fucking garlic bread.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dude.
Like, they make one that's like $120 or something with like crab and shit on it too.
I've never gotten that one. I always get the shrimp. I did go down there to their lobster fest. Wasn't impressed. I was not impressed.
It's too mainstream now. When it first started, it was awesome, you know, but now people come from fucking everywhere and you can't even find a parking spot. So
yeah, it was pretty gnarly. It was bad.
But if you come down here, bro, we'll go down to fucking Portugal and get fucked up.
I'm down. Oh yeah, dude. Sounds good, man. Sounds like a fucking plan. So you grew up? Did you go to like San Pedro High School or anything like that?
Yeah. I graduated from San Pedro High School. When I first went to high school, I was playing basketball.
Okay.
You know, fuck, I'm 6'7" as it is. So, but I was playing basketball. And I'm 6'7".
I didn't know you were that tall.
Yeah, it kind of sucks being a machine gunner at 6'7".
Fuck, you're a big dude.
Yeah, so I was playing basketball and I broke my fucking kneecap playing in Chatsworth. I came off a rebound and some dude kind of hip checked my knee when it was straight, you know, and it had snapped itself backwards and it popped my kneecap in half.
Ouch.
And yeah, didn't feel too great, you know. I had to have a surgery, like two fucking bolts in my knee and shit. So yeah. Ouch. That was the end of my basketball career.
Are they still there?
No, they were like biabsorbable screws or something. So they kind of turn into like a coral, you know, like so it turns into a bone.
Okay.
So yeah, it kind of fuses itself.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like some new shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna be a terrorist when I go to the airport, you know.
Fancy, we're good.
And then after that, I started playing. I know, dude. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a bitch." They're like, I started playing volleyball.
I played volleyball.
I love volleyball. Beach volleyball. Tall. Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. And I could bang that fucking ball at 75 miles an hour. Like,
bro, my whole last platoon literally was all about volleyball. We fucking dominated. We were in Japan, so it wasn't really like, oh my god. But dude, we had a fucking tournament. Everyone. I didn't play. I was like, let the good guys play.
So when I joined the Marine Corps, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play on the Marine Corps volleyball team. They have a volleyball.
They have a team?
Yes. Well, that's what they told me. Maybe the fucking recruiter lied to me. And I was like, fuck yeah, Mom, I'm gonna go fucking play volleyball. I'll be jumping over Japanese guys and shit, you know? That never happened.
Holy shit, I'm gonna look into that.
Hey, if there's no truth to that, let me know, because then I'm gonna be really fucking pissed.
Bro, do you want to look that shit up right now? We'll fucking bust out our phones in between this. Fucking...
Just look it up, because I'm like, God damn.
Let's see. What would the question be? Is there a volleyball team in the Marine Corps?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me put this dog in the back.
No worries.
Squat.
Sailors attached to the Marine Corps units are also eligible for the all Marine volleyball team.
It's there, right?
It's a thing. So sailors are attached to it. But I wonder if it's an actual MOS though.
Well, what would it be? It would be like a B billet, right?
Oh shit! According to Marine Administrative Message 0038/09, and it goes into detail. Holy shit!
Well, I'm still on 03, brother, but I'm fucking 089 too.
It's like, what do you do? I'm an OOOOV. What's that? Volleyball player.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I was in boot camp when I found out that the Marine Corps had a band, like a no shit like band that you just go and play fucking music.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? 'Cause I was clueless going into the Marines. I was like, oh, all we do is fight, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, then getting back to after volleyball. So I played club. I went to the Junior Olympics twice, one in Utah and then one in Atlanta, Georgia. I've never seen walls sweat before, you know, like so humid, dude, so fucking humid. But then, I mean, when we get further on in this podcast, I'll tell you about where we went to the most humid fucking place. But yeah, it was cool, man. I played against dudes from Guam, you know, Puerto Rico, fucking Hawaii, and I didn't know that the volleyball community was so huge. And then after that, I graduated high school and everything. I went to college. Well, it was a community college because my SATs were shit. I had offers from Pepperdine and Irvine to play volleyball, but they're like, "Hey, check it out. You need to get your SAT scores up." And I was like, you know. And then I was like, you know what? I fucking cannot sit in a classroom. Like, I can't do it. And one of my best friends, my brother, fucking love him to death, Oliver Heath. He worked in the tracks, you know, and they loved fucking with grunts, right? But he was like, "Hey man, check it out. I'm not telling you to do it, but check out the Marine Corps." So I checked it out, and fucking 2 weeks later, enlisted. You know, I was in college for maybe 2 months.
What were you, like 18, 19?
Yeah, 18 years old. Yeah.
Okay. When'd you graduate?
2008.
Okay. So you did a kind of similar thing kind of without the volleyball, like I did. I got out of high school, went to college for a little bit. Wasn't for me. And obviously my scores sucked. I was a dumbass. Still am, but I was worse. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. So pretty much did the same thing, just joined. Are you the first in the family to go to the military, or?
I know that my great grandfather, my grandmother's dad was in the Navy, but he played baseball and he rowed.
Okay.
So I was kind of like the first one with a combat MOS. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Hey, sorry, Grandpa, I don't want to take it away from you, but I actually did shit.
Smack, smack, smack.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull your feet at night.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna get haunted tonight. So
it's cool, man. No worries. What was your mom's reaction or your parents' reaction when you told them?
my mom wasn't too happy. Of course, my dad was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, dude, do it." And then my stepdad, you know, pretty much I consider my dad too. He was like, "Let me go with you," you know, and he actually sat with me at the recruiter's office.
Okay.
And you know, at this point, I'm fucking gung ho. Let's fucking go. You know, my stepdad's sitting there, and my stepdad's the kind of man, dude. He's intimidating to me, you know, but it's just the way that his mannerisms are. As a kid, he would whisper in my ear instead of yelling at me, you know, and that would get me. But he always asked questions, so he would be asking the recruiters like, "Oh yeah, well, where is he gonna go?" And you know, the recruiters, they can't say any, you know, "Oh, we don't know." They're just like, "Well, he can go anywhere," you know. And he's like, "Well, let's be honest, you know, it's a time of war." And they're like, "Well, he's probably gonna go do some shit."
Yeah.
And then we walked out, and my dad's like, "Is this what you want to do?" And I was like, "You know what? Yeah." And dude, that kept me up at night. Like, I was in college. It kept me up nights. Like, can I do it? You know, you see the commercials, fucking, let me grab my sword and fucking climb up this mountain. There's a dragon on the top of it. And I'm like, fuck, can I do it? You know? And finally I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got to try it. You know? And I did it.
Nice, man. So you always knew you wanted to be infantry?
I figured if I'm going to do it, I might as well fucking do it.
Okay.
You know, I had options to do like flatline firefighting and shit. And I was like, nah, fuck that.
So when did you make the call?
When did I join?
No, when did you make the call to go 03? Obviously, you had different options.
The exact same day that I finished the ASVAB. Yeah.
Nice.
They were like, "Are you sure that you want to?" I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Why else would I do it?"
Okay. So you go to boot camp and all that nonsense. Did you find out in SOI that you wanted to be a machine gunner, or did you know you wanted to be a machine gunner before you got there?
No. I didn't even know that there was a fucking thing, you know? And one of the SOI instructors looks at me and he's like, "Hey, have you failed a hike?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Come over here," you know? So I'm sitting there and they're like, "You guys are going to be machine gunners." And I'm like, "I'm going to be a machine gunner," you know? It was just, I was good at carrying weight. That's what it was, man, you know? But I loved it. Being a machine gunner it's one of those things that you take pride in, you know?
Yeah. You guys have a different style of living.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a different breed.
It is definitely something that you need to get used to.
Yes.
It's not something that you're just born into, like a Spartan, you know?
It's like, can we work with you?
Exactly, you know? And like, I mean, shit, I'm not even going to name drop or anything, but you see guys, you're like, how in the fuck are you a machine gunner?
I've seen them before, actually. I remember serving with a couple multiple times. And I would look at these guys, and I'm not saying I was the biggest when I was in. I was skinny fat, but I know I was bigger than these guys. Dude, I would look at these kids, and they're as all the way around, like completely rounded out, but they're as muscular as my ankles.
So they might break any second.
Yeah. And I'm just like, hey, man, kudos. You're humping. You're doing your thing, but how?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a trip. It's cool to look at, but it's a fucking trip. It really is.
Yeah, it's a trip to see who you were with. You know what I mean? And like, now you don't see them at all.
Yeah. What did your mom's reaction change after your father-in-law or your brother? God damn it, your stepdad told your mom?
Yeah, pretty much. She still wasn't happy with it, but at a young age, they kind of knew I wasn't fucking school. You know, like math is one of my really hard fucking things. Like word problems. My stepdad would sit there at the table with me at night, and he would explain these word problems to me. You know, word by word, and I would get it. But if you changed the fucking numbers or you added a different fucking word in that sentence, everything went out the window. It sucked. It fucking sucked. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It was it was a fucked up time. So. sitting at the kitchen table till like fucking 11 o'clock at night, and all I want to do is go to bed. You know.
She just had you there.
Yeah, my dad's like, "Well, we have to finish this," and I'm like, "I can't. You do it then." You know, like shit.
He's like, I just wanted to go. This ain't my problem.
Yeah, and I was studying for the ASVABs, you know, and they had word problems on there, and I was just like, fuck it, C, 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 C. Like, I just skipped through the whole thing.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do too well in the ASVAB. I did really good in high school, though. Dude, I don't even remember. Someone slipped me a test, like, go over here to this area and take the test. I took the test, and I scored a 98. I still remember. I was like, holy shit, what test did I just take? They didn't tell me.
Look at the big from Brad.
It wasn't until, because I didn't join or attempt to join until I got out in 2005. It was like late 2004, early 2005. I actually left in 2005, but the freaking the fuck was I trying to say? The fucking recruiter, the asshole that tells us to sign the paper.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, take the test, and I took it obviously after. And I had met a thing called marijuana, highly, and I was very intoxicated.
Oh, that?
Huh?
Oh, that thing?
Yeah, that thing. And I kind of brain cells kind of faded out.
Just a couple, though.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't pass it. Like the first time I scored the test, I think I scored it like a 12. Yeah.
You're off the flavor, huh?
Oh, dude. The second time, he goes, all right. You've been studying for a while. Let's go to take the test. So he actually drove me to MEPS, take the test there. That was my first real attempt at the test, second attempt trying it. Dude, I scored a 23. He was pissed. Oh, he was pissed. And then he goes, all right, man, let's study. We start studying, start doing everything. He didn't even fucking help me out. I finally take the fucking test again. We go down there. He goes, look, man, I'm not going to lie to you. This is the second time fucking driving you up here. You don't fucking pass it this time. This is going to be the third time you've taken it. We're fucking done. Like, we're done. Yeah, dude. He's like, if you fucking fail, you're buying me tacos and you're paying for my gas. I'm like,
but I have no money.
Oh, dude. I know I had money, but I was just like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude, I came out of that bitch. I'm not even going to lie to you. I scored a 31.
It's passing, right?
Passing. He looks at it. He just closes it. And he goes, welcome to the infantry.
That's all you can do.
I go, that's what I wanted to do anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, I just needed to pass.
Yeah, I end up finding out, I'm like, fuck that test. I'm like, that test, yes, it like weeds out some people, but I've met some people that scored really high on that test.
They're dumb.
Exactly.
Yep, that's how it is. You can be smart as a motherfucker, but if you ain't got street smarts, you're dumb as a motherfucker.
Well, I'm not street smart too. That when they try to sound like they're intelligent, I just go, I've been there before. Calm down. Go learn.
Hey, read a book.
Yeah, pick up a book. What's that? That thing that you pick up every once in a while to like cover up your fucking soups. Yeah, dude. It's something else. I think the most I've ever picked up books is literally ripping out the pages in Afghanistan to dry my boots.
Right. Yeah, for real. Yeah, dude. Well, fuck. I think I left my boots next to the fire one time and they shrank about a fucking size.
Dude, that happened to mine are actually shriveled in that angle still. I use them to cut the grass out there.
And your toes do this the whole time like Dorothy?
Almost. I've had to sit there and like break them apart because like you can see it where like I've like kind of molded them. It's those Oakley boots. And I've had them. They're still good. It's just I use them to cut the yard around here. Whenever I go to like my uncle's ranch, throw those fuckers on, just walk around. Obviously, they're not gonna last anytime, so they're fucking like 10 years old already.
Oh, they're gonna fall apart soon.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. I'm just waiting for the day, but breaking up, still fucking rocking them, man.
Yeah,
it is what it is. But now that we're on that subject, I want to talk to you about Afghan, dude. Smile. Yeah.
Dude, so before even we went to fucking Afghanistan, after SOI, they were like, "Oh, you're going to 3-5." I had no fucking idea, what 3-5 was. Yeah. You get there. Let me just tell you something. 3-5 is a different fucking monster in itself. You first get there and you're like, "I'm gonna fucking die." You know, it was intimidating. You know, like fuck, man. Then I get there and they're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, San Pedro." No one knows where San Pedro is. I say Long Beach. They're like, "Oh, Snoop Dogg." Well, you remember Aguilar, right?
Yeah.
Aguilar's from Long Beach.
Yeah.
So I said that, and Aguilar's sitting up on the third deck of the catwalk, and they're like, "Hey, Aguilar, this guy's from Long Beach." And he's like, and I look up, I'm like, "Oh fuck," you know? Like, he's like, "Oh yeah, where are you from Long Beach?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not really from Long Beach. I'm from San Pedro, Corporal." You know, he's a sergeant, you know. And it was going back and forth, back and forth. It was Nike, McCullough, fucking Moreno, Aguilar, and I think Sutton was there too. So I'm like, "Yes, Lance Corporal. No, Corporal. Yes, Sergeant. No, Corp." And I accidentally called. I forget who but I fucking I fucked up the rank. You know, my first day, and I was like, "Fuck," you know. And then right before, I'm like, "All right, well, I know 3-5 scheduled for a meal." I was like, "All right, whatever." And we're sitting on the parade deck. You have to remember this day when the BC comes out. We're sitting in fucking school circle, and the BC's like, "All right, gents, we're not going on a meal. We're going to fucking Afghanistan." You remember that day with fucking Sergeant Major Bushway and shit? We're sitting there, dude, and everyone's like, "Yeah," and I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is real." Like, what the fuck? I came from smoking weed every fucking day to now, hey man, I'm gonna be a fucking warfighter, you know? Like, yeah. So, and then like, are we still going about the Afghanistan?
Yeah, man, take it.
Yeah, so I mean, everything leading up to it. I mean, shit, the effects and 29 Palms, like. I was a heat casualty there. Fucking had to get like 4 fucking IVs pumped into me.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, but they felt great. They were in ice and shit, and I was like, "Just keep them coming, baby." You know? that was fucking more miserable than the heat in Afghanistan, dude. I don't know what it was, but 29 Palms is the worst fucking place on earth.
No way. I love that place.
I fucking hate that place.
Oh no.
The food sucks. The weather sucks. The people suck. Exactly. So then, then we fucking, it's the day that we're shipping out, and my old lady, I loved her, but I didn't know how to tell her. So I wrote her a letter, "Hey, check it out. We were best friends." I was like, "Hey, I love you, but I'm like, I don't want to be friends anymore." Like, and I gave her that letter and I bounced. So we were on the buses and shit. And, we went to fucking, where did we stop first? Germany? Or was it Bulgaria?
I think we stopped in, I want to say it was Germany.
It was, right? And then we went to Bulgaria.
Yes.
Yeah. And Bulgaria was another monster, dude. I think I can get in trouble, but fuck, man. That came very fucking close, yeah, and then it was from there. It was, get on the plane to Afghanistan. I just remember, I don't know, were we in a C-17 or a C-130?
I don't remember, but I remember it was a big ass plane.
Yeah,
there was a lot of us in there.
Yeah, we were all sitting there, and I just remember we hooked a hard right bank coming this way, and I remember looking down the porthole, the window out of the plane, and I was like, "Oh fuck. That's Afghanistan." And then we landed, and it was, and that was Leatherneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, we landed in Leatherneck, and then that's where we were. And dude, and it wasn't even real then, until the fucking Chinooks showed up maybe 3 or 4 days later. And now you're going into the shit. Like, and you start flying over mountains and shit, and you don't see anything. There's no complexes. There's nothing. All you see is hills and who's in those hills. It honestly, it scared the fuck out of me. I'm not a hard ass motherfucker. It scared the shit out of me when we landed, fucking, and we landed at Inkerman. Fucking landed there, getting off the plane or getting off the helicopter and shit. I guess we were getting shot at. I didn't even fucking hear shit.
Same here.
I'm just carrying packs and shit, like, oh, let's get off the plane or get off the bird, you know? And then they're like, all right, well, you guys aren't staying here. And I was like, what do you mean we ain't fucking staying here? This place is fucking got walls and everything. They're like, you're going down to PB Fires. And I was like, oh, fuck. So the 710s show up. Bro, I'm 6'7". Up armor doesn't cover me. Head down like this, looking out the fucking window. Everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I ain't getting shot in the fucking head the first day. You know? Like, I was down there like that, bro. Like, shit, man. And right when we get to Fires, we get greeted by Nike and Michaels. You know, our fucking fire team leader, and then our fucking machine gun squad leader. And they're like, hey, man, we just went on patrol yesterday, like the first day out there, and that shit is fucking nuts, you know? And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, the most paranoid motherfucker ever, dude. I was like, someone give me a blunt, you know? Like, I need to smoke something. That shit was fucking intense.
Yeah, man. Almost everyone's had that same reaction.
Yeah, man. Like, I was like, fuck. And like we were talking, there was no running water. You know, there was no showers.
Well.
Yeah, the one at the front of the compound.
Yeah, the one that everyone shared.
Yeah. And I was like, I think I drank out of there. I got dysentery or some shit because I ended up pooping myself when I sneezed.
Oh, man. Never. I washed my clothes with it. That was it.
This place is real. No, well, yeah. Yeah, it is. You know? And that the first day we got there, we went on a patrol.
Okay.
And it was probably, it wasn't that far. But fuck, dude, I was shitting bricks. Like, carrying the machine gun. And it was hotter than a motherfucker. Dude, you know what? I take back my first statement, how I said 29 Palms was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Dude, Afghan was fucking hot.
Really? I didn't think it was that bad.
I'm white, bro. Any type of sunlight, if it's not snow, I'm fucking dying. Yeah, so that patrol, we went through a weed field. That was actually pretty fucking cool. Because I was like, oh, hell yeah, something that I know, you know? And then the interpreter's like, oh, the Taliban says they see us and that they're going to fucking ambush us. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, they couldn't just wait a day, you know? Like, they couldn't just take today off, you know? Like, fuck, don't they have to steam their burkas or some shit? Like, and so we started like trying to get back to base because we were cross training with 3-7.
Yeah.
And 3-7 was basically, they're like, hey man, we ain't trying to get into fucking shit. We're almost out of here.
Yeah.
So we've hustled back to fucking PB Fires, and I was gassed. And Nike's like, hey Green, you gotta keep up, you know? And I was like, bro, take this fucking machine gun. I'm fucking done. You know, like I'll get shot at. At this point, I didn't know what getting shot at was until, you know, and finally we get back and I was like, what in the fuck, man? Like, this is it, you know? Yeah.
I took you back a second.
Yeah, I was like, because I just remember seeing Nike's face, you know, and Michael's face. Like, yeah, it's weird seeing the guys, because I could see their faces in my head and I can see their faces now.
Yeah.
And dude, you put the two together and it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
was that real?
yeah, exactly, you know? And yeah, that happens a couple of times to me a day where I'll be thinking about something and then it just goes off into a tangent and I don't know why, but I'll be like, oh fuck, you remember this place? And I'm in my head, you know, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude. That first patrol, did you guys get shot at?
No, no. Those motherfuckers just scared the shit out of me for nothing.
Damn, man. You were attached to what platoon?
First platoon.
First, the entire time?
Yeah, the entire time. It was me, Espinoza, Dunbar, Isfahani, and Nike and Michaels.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then you guys moved over to what, Inkerman, right? Afterwards?
Yeah, we went from fires. I think we were there. I want to say we were there for at least a month, you know. And then they were like, "Hey, you guys are moving to PV Fires," and we're like, "What the fuck? Like, we've already made this place home, you know." Yeah. But then I was like, "Hey, check it out. PV Fire or Inkerman has fucking real hooches." You know? So I was like, "Fuck it, dog." And they got showers. I was like, "Hey, whoever's coming to Fires, peace."
Oh man, yeah, dude. I remember going to visit you guys in the beginning. I was pissed because my first fucking shower was 2 months into it.
Yeah.
And I showered with a fucking super cold ass fucking water bag. I was furious. And someone goes, "Why don't you just get the wipes?" I'm like, "Because the wipes are dry."
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
They lost all their moisture fucking when we traveled to goddamn Afghanistan.
Yeah. It sucked, man. It was fun. It was a good experience. But now I know what I smell like after 2 months of not showering.
Dude, my nuts grew rust. Yeah. I didn't think it was possible, but I don't know what it was. There was a corpsman there's a guy that was a corpsman that I go to school with.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, it's something your body produces or something. And like, dude, it looked like my pubes were rusty. Yeah, from not like, you know, bathing.
They weren't just red hairs?
Hell, do I look?
Hey, I got red hair. If you look pretty closely, I got red hair in some spots.
That's probably because you're Spanish.
Where?
Maybe down below.
Okay. Fucking asshole. Okay, so when did the time I start shooting at you, you son of a bitch?
It was that next patrol that we went past the 5-5 Northing.
Okay.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
It was like an entire fuck. It was a big ass fucking movement. That I was a team leader for machine gun with Isfahani, which I shouldn't have been. It's just because I was a lance corporal and Ish was a PFC. I think maybe I don't remember. But man, that day was that was the first time we got shot at.
Okay.
And I remember me and Ish we're in the cornfields, you know, and 3-7 had already told us we have to patrol in a ranger file, you know, back, you know, just keep your distance and then fucking walk behind each other. And I'm like, well, fuck, fuck SOI, you know, we're not doing any fucking on diagonal crisscross, whatever the fuck they were called. Mm-hmm. And we started getting shot at, and me and Ish were like, what the fuck? It sounded like firecrackers, you know, when those rounds go between you and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then it was Staff Sergeant Talk. You remember Staff Sergeant Talk?
Skinny kid.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, we're getting shot at. Well, 3-7 told us, all right, when you start getting shot at, just lay off a burst of 100 rounds. So Ish starts going off. And I'm fucking firing my M16 through the fucking corn. Pop, 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 pop. And I don't remember what squad we were attached with, but someone was like, stop, and fucking Ish 100 rounds, bro, right there, you know. And I was like, hey man, we're just doing what they told us to fucking do, you know. And my heart was pumping, bro. I remember my hands were doing this number, you know. And Staff Sergeant Talk, he'd already been through fucking, you know, shit. He was like, hey, it's just your adrenaline. Like, you want a cigarette? And I'm like, yeah. And I remember trying to light my cigarette and I couldn't because my hands were doing this number, you know. And Talk's like, here, lights my cigarette, and I'm like, you know, and then, yeah, dude, it was fucked. And then I think we got shot at another time that day, and then we got to the compound that we were staying at, and first we get there, and the engineer's going fucking sweeping for IEDs and everything, and we go inside, and I'm like, oh, thank you God, we're behind walls. Like, these motherfuckers can't shoot at me right now. We're good, Hopefully there's no hidden IED somewhere, because that was the worst part. The worst part was getting shot at sucked, but the worst part was not knowing where you stepped.
Yes.
Like it could, the guy could step 1 centimeter away from where it is, and you could step the exact same place. Boom. Yeah. That's it. And so we get there, and while we're chilling and everything, we're setting up fucking posts, and we had an outside post outside the wall. And it was just like maybe 4 or 5 dudes looking into a tree line, and the fucking interpreter, he's like, hey, so Taliban says that they're going to probe us all night with grenades and shit, Bro, that tripped me the fuck out. It was my turn to go on post, and I'm sitting there. I swear to God, I heard this fucking sound I've never heard in my life, bro. It was like, ah! And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, did you guys hear that shit? And I'm on the phone, or I'm on the fucking mic. Did anybody else hear that? I was paranoid, And then finally someone was like, just shut the fuck up, Green. I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. I didn't sleep that night. No matter how tired I was, I could not sleep. My adrenaline was pumping for like 48 hours straight, bro.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
I was so tired after that patrol. Well, yeah. Because after that patrol, we took the Wadi back to base, right? And then we were hearing Taliban saying that they fucking laced the Wadis with IEDs and shit, So Carlisle was there. Everybody was there. It was a huge movement. Like, it was pretty much all of us, And we fucking walked all the way back, and got back to base, or back to the PB fires, and wet as a motherfucker. All right, you guys got post in about 2 hours. Get some chow, take a nap. You're on first, you're on second, and that's where the boys start becoming men. You know what I mean? Like, your body starts adapting to no sleep. Fucking, your chow's shit. Your water, there's no such thing as a cold water. So then, that's when it starts.
Unless you leave your water out at night and drink it first thing in the morning.
Well, do you think it's nice? No.
At that point, dude, honestly, yeah, I never thought about that.
I didn't give a fuck. I would drink boiling water if I had to.
Oh, fuck that. No way. I did the mistake of drinking water, but it was tea water. Fucking ripped up my stomach. After that, I was like, no mas, no more. I'm done.
Yeah. No mas tea water.
They were like, tea? No.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, I want to keep my butthole dry this time.
Dude, I think that's where my ass problems came from. Dude, I shit like a madman. Fuck, where are we going to in this podcast, dude? We're going to
talking about
bodily functions. Okay.
It's like, talk to me about your GI tract.
You want to hear about my hemorrhoid?
Oh, shit. And we're back.
We got it. Hey, let's bring this back a little bit.
Oh, you're good, man. Oh, dude, I know that feeling because a lot of guys actually had that feeling when they were shaking, trying to light a cigarette. I remember I was waking out. I was just like, whoa. I was like, all right. Like I said, I've been shot at, but never been shot at.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And then
when someone's aiming at you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And they're not good at aiming, but they're better than anyone else so far.
Yeah. Coming from a place where, gangsters and shit, they're like, oh, I got shot at with a 9mm. I'm like, oh, really? Have you been shot at with fucking PKM?
Have you ever had a grenade launcher thrown at you?
Exactly. You know, like has anyone ever launched RPGs at you like it was fucking candy?
Oh shit. Yeah, man. It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
I've had one person only, and it was when I first got back, because it was in that area where I grew up. Those people that brag is like, oh, I've been shot at, I've been stabbed, blah 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 blah. It's like, why are you bragging? It doesn't even sound. Your life doesn't even sound fun.
No.
It's like I've been wounded before, but you're like bragging about it and doing all this stupid shit. It's like if it's an accomplishment to get shot and fucking get blown up, or
what this society is, it's oh, I need to be macho, you know.
Yeah.
And the machismo, you know, in Spanish it's machismo.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and that's because my stepmom, she's Mexican. I grew up with Mexicans, you know.
Okay.
So, fuck, I know all about the culture and shit, and it's real. In the Spanish culture, men have to be fucking badass motherfuckers, but it doesn't state how you have to be a badass. So being a gangster, that's not badass. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything to help anybody else besides yourself.
Not even helping yourself, because
you're just fucking yourself. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, that's what it is. Like, oh, I've been shot at with a 9mm, and oh well, but what were you doing? Just being a fucking idiot, you know? So
yeah, of course. Because like I've known some people that have been shot, and it's like, oh, I got shot because I tried to like prevent someone from like robbing me. I'm like, oh damn. I'm like, okay, I can respect that. Like, fuck, how did it feel? How did it hurt? Like,
yeah,
you good? Like those kind of questions. Other people's like, oh, look, I got shot. It's like, what, a cookie?
Yeah. I know a guy with legs. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like I got friends that got missing body parts. They ain't bragging. Like, they're not bragging.
And they didn't was there. You know?
Yeah, it's like they didn't ask for it.
Yeah. They were just doing what they signed up to do and what their country asked them to do. You know what I mean? Our country never asked you to be a gangster. If fucking that's what you want to do, be it. But I'll let you take your guys' self out all fucking day.
Oh yeah, to each their own, man. To each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a distorted life. It really is. Distorted mind.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. It's all mindset. That's what it is.
I used to have that mindset. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, you grew up
in the bullshit. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're raised around it, you're gonna be in it.
Correct. Correct. It's just it takes a strong individual to realize that route is not the way to go, and
exactly.
I was not strong mentally.
At the same time, guys like us need that guidance.
Yes.
You know, in order to do the right thing. Because, dude, if I hadn't joined the Marine Corps, I'd be in jail.
Oh, you know? Probably. Yeah.
I'd be.
My wife always makes fun of me for it. She's like, if you didn't join the Marine Corps and you would have stayed where you're at, you'd probably have like 5 kids by now and probably been in jail. And I'm like, well, geez, thanks.
five kids and 6 different baby mamas. You know, like
right?
that's what. I have to figure out how to pay child support for all fucking 9 of them. And you're like, 9? I had 6, and with 5, then the math doesn't add up.
Yeah, man. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I honestly, I am very, very glad I did not follow footsteps of those ways.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
I'm very glad. Very, very glad. So I honestly, as much as the Marine Corps had a bunch of good and bad, it did change us. And I say us because a lot of people that had my mentality made us see things in a different way.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Honestly, it was a fucking awesome choice.
Never regretted any part of it.
It was awesome, man. Getting shot at and living with rats was fucking worth it.
Falling in human shit, you know? It happens.
Oh, man. How many times you fall in shit?
I have put myself in like an elbow in human shit, but I know another guy. You remember Wishart?
Yeah.
So we're on patrol and we're in a cornfield, and I'm fucking right next to Wishart, and Wishart takes a knee right into some dude's shit, dude. And it was the nastiest smelling thing. I was like, what in the fuck, you know? And he was pissed, like pissed, like. Because we didn't have that many change of clothes, you know?
No.
I think we had, what, 2?
I don't even remember. I just know that whatever you wore every fucking day until it ripped.
Yeah. When someone was like, hey, you stink, then you know it's bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, hold on, let me baby wipe and change it to something new.
Exactly. Let me get my clean pair out that I shit in 2 days ago.
Dude, I pulled out my clean pair. When I pulled it out, I realized how dirty my hands were and how shiny and bright my fucking LA camis were. I'm like, fuck. Dude, I dumped them on the floor and rolled them around real quick. And then shook them out and then put them on.
A sore thumb.
Yeah, dude. It was my pajama camis too. I was just like, fuck, man.
Well, fuck, dude, we would rip holes in the cami, in the camis and shit, and wear the same frog suits because they were frog suits. That's what they were.
Yeah.
So you'd wear the frog suits with a hole in it for like fucking a week or two, and ask for another pair. And I'm not gonna drop any names, but someone would be like, "Oh no, you can't get another pair of camis, because these are still fucking serviceable." And you're like, "Really? My dick's hanging out." I think you know what I'm talking about, though.
I don't know, but I do remember a certain person getting yelled at all the time for his pants being ripped. It was Dekarov.
I remember that. His pants were always ripped, but I didn't know.
Always. I still remember when someone's like, yeah, these guys are walking around fucking living with ripped pants and fucking white socks. We're like, yeah.
I love Dekarov, dude. He was that guy that was just pissed off at everybody, like he didn't give a fuck,
Oh man, I've met people recently that they're like, dude, you're a Marine? I go, yeah. They're like, holy shit, never would have known. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, are you? They're like, yeah, I used to be too. Like, no shit. And we'll talk. They're like, what unit? And I'm like, well, this one. They're like, oh shit, I knew a guy from there. Do you know a guy named Dekarov? I'm like, I know dirtbag.
Well, fuck, man. One of my favorite people out there was Humphrey. Remember Humphrey, Sergeant Humphrey?
Yeah, man.
Dude. So we go on one patrol, and the patrol was taking us from, I don't know if we went from Inkerman. I don't remember if we went from Ink to the river, or we went from PB to the river. But it was me and Humphrey was with second squad. Was he with second? I think it was second, he was with first. My bad, first squad. And we went out there with them. Dude, we come out of this clearing, through the fucking tree line, and we're talking. Well, not me. I'm just standing there, but LT Schumann and all the squad leaders are talking to one of the older guys, the Afghani guys that live by the river, and we're sitting there. And it starts kind of getting as like a clusterfuck. Like everything starts going like this, Everyone starts congregating. And then all of a sudden, dude, like we start getting shot at. So we jump over the side of the river, because the river went down into a bed, We jump over the side of the river, and Michaels was with us, and we did talking guns. We finally did talking guns, in Afghanistan. So one guy went, another guy went, then another one, boom, 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 and it was sick as fuck. But those motherfuckers started maneuvering on us so that they would have enfilade fire coming straight down at us, And we were like, oh, fuck, we're going to get fucked up. Oh, we were out there with third squad, too. And that was with Smith and everybody. And Beaver. Remember Beaver?
Yeah, I remember Beaver.
So we... we call in fucking air support or some shit, and everything stops, and we get into this house, and then we call in more air support because we're still getting shot at from the same house that we were just talking to this fucking dude at. And helos come in with their big ass fucking, what is it, 25 millimeter or 20 millimeter, some big ass fucking thing. Well, Beaver's outside, and they fucking dumped on him, dude. We thought he was dead. Dude, Beaver fucking comes up. He's like, fuck this. And they hit nothing, bro. They hit nothing except for every cow. Like, there was cows, and every cow was off its leash. I was like, how is this even possible, dude? How is it even possible? I could not figure it out. To this day, I still don't know how no one got killed. No bad guy got killed, but all the cows were fucking free to go. Yeah, man. It was a trip.
Oh my.
I remember those rounds coming in because me and Nike were sitting there, and me and Nike are bullshitting, inside the compound. and the Hilo, the Cobra, you know, starts dumping. Well, me and Nike, everyone inside the compound like ants, hiding behind walls and shit. Beaver's outside in this fucking wadi, dude. It's dumping, and I was like, "Oh, he's dead. He's fucking dead." And Beaver gets up. Fuck this. Fuck, dude. Yeah, man, that was a good time.
Oh my god!
At the time, it wasn't, but it was a good time.
Dude, we've all had fucking stupid experiences,
right? Like blue on blue. Like, come on, dude. Like, god damn.
Like, I've heard a lot of stories, and I'm just like, I don't know if the camera's been rolling, so I don't want to talk about them. Some of them have been off camera, and I'm just like, what the fuck happened?
And you can't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, we're America. That can't fucking happen. Oh, no, it happens. You know, like, fuck, man.
Oh, yeah. Everyone literally just looks back and laughs at it. He's like, oh, we were pissed. Now we just look back and we're like, fuck.
Yeah, dude. Well, that was the first time. I think that was the first time that I met Abate. Yeah, it was the first time I met Abate. Dude, talk about a man of men. You know what I mean? Like, someone that people would like. Fuck, man, I would follow that guy into the depths of hell. You know what I mean? Like, he had that presence. You know, you felt safe with him wherever you went. You know, and that day he fired every weapon system that we had.
So this is like the 14th time I've heard that fucking story.
Yeah.
Try to answer me this. Who the fuck gave up their weapon to fucking let him shoot?
Oh, fuck, who gave the 240 up that day? Fuck.
I'd fire that guy. Every fucking person that gave Matt a fucking rifle that day, I'd be like, you're fired. I'd be like, you're fucking telling me that if I would have ran up to a machine gunner and been like, give me your gun, you would have been like, okay.
No, he was up on top already. And he was like, give me the machine gun. And we're like, fuck it, here. And he's just boom, boom, boom. He fired the MG32. He fired the SAW. He was firing fucking everything, dude. And rounds were snapping past him, you know? And he's just dumping. Like, the guy's untouchable, you know? Like, that's what we thought. And then, like, dude, that's the first time I met Matthew Abate. And I was like, holy motherfucking shit. Like, I'll go out with that guy any day of the week because ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Look at this motherfucker didn't even get shot, you know? Chances, you know, rest in peace, Matt. But he was probably one of the best fucking men I've ever fucking met.
Oh, yeah.
Warrior, a true warrior. You know, like, bred to be a warrior.
Yes. Yes. So this is the first time that I'm actually going to admit it on camera. Matthew Abate was never the man that we known him to be.
Really?
Yeah, there was a side of the person that turned Matthew Abate to be Matthew Abate was a civilian.
Really?
It was a mom of a fellow Marine who served during the same time we served together. Matt had actually gone UA. He wasn't going to come back. Yeah, when I got told that story, I was like, holy shit. So I thanked her. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I thank you. Because of you, we witnessed one of the baddest motherfuckers to ever walk Afghanistan. I got the privilege of fucking deploying with him in Iraq. Didn't work with him like I got to in Afghanistan. But fuck, dude. Like, dude. I still remember the first fucking spot that him and I were in Afghanistan together. We were in a canal. And I had to take a piss really fucking bad, like this little water thing. I had to take a piss really bad. And I look to my right and I see a little tree and a bunch of guys, machine guns, snipers, all that nonsense. And I look to my left because all the machine gunners were bringing down links to give to the snipers, so they had gone through all the bullets.
Yeah.
I look to my left and I see Matt and he's like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up, dude? He's just like, 7 years we waited for this, bro.
Just like him, dude.
And I look at him and I go, yeah, 7 years, right? And I look at him and I go, I gotta take a fucking piss. Fuck it, bro. You're already in water. Just let it rip.
That's 8. Because I had to pee too. He told me the same shit. I was like, fuck it. I just peed.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. I was just like, really? And I started pissing. I'm like, now I know how a baby feels when people look at them.
Yeah, except we ain't shitting, right?
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, man. Like, that was the first fucking spot. And, like, everyone freaks out. They're like, oh, my God, you're going to hit me with the sad story. It's like, no, it's not fucking sad.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing sad about that. It's like, the only sad thing that I've ever talked about Matthew Abate is literally he missed the fucking shot and said, I owe you one. That was it. That was it.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. Where? Oh, it was. So we were still at Fires, and the Taliban wanted to talk to us, right? So, dude, Matt was pissed. And there was that one post on Fires that was all by itself, but you had to walk outside the fucking compound. Remember that one?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm holding it, and Abate comes out and he's fucking pissed and he punches the fucking wall of the compound, right?
Yeah.
Well, 40 mics don't do shit to that shit. So I know maybe it had to have hurt his hand. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's like, I was like, hey, you good, Sergeant? He was like, just call me bro. And I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Hey, bro, you good? He's like, no, I'm fucking pissed because we should be fucking, he said some words and then he was just mad because they were there,
Yeah,
and I understood it. But the thing that really made him stand out was he didn't make himself any better than anybody else. He was just there to do a job. That's it.
Everyone was a dude.
Yeah.
We were all just dudes, man.
Yeah. That's what stands out to me the most when he's like, yeah, just call me bro. Because no sergeant had ever told me, just call me bro, Michaels, he was like, hey, when we get in the shit, just call me Michaels. Like, that's what it is. So when we got in ambush, and hey, Michaels, that's what it was. Fucking, there was no rank calling and shit. It was just, we need to get word passed. All right. And then when it comes to formalities and we're on the base and shit, like, all right, cool, yeah, I'll call you sergeant,
Yeah. That's pretty much, I don't want to say that's how it was, but I think that's how it was with us, because I don't remember ever anyone calling me by my rank out there, actually.
Yeah.
When we were around, like, certain individuals in our chain of command, I'd be like, do it. But to say, like, call me this.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't care. That's, like, the last thing on my mind during that time.
And then another person that really, really fucking respected out there was Bushway. Sorry, Major Bushway, man. Fucking, well, when I first got to the fleet, they wanted to meet with the machine gunners for some reason, So this is at HQ, fucking whatever they called it back then. I don't even fucking remember what it was called. But we're sitting there with fucking Sergeant Major Bushway, and he has knuckles tattooed, And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, he's like, does anybody got any questions? I'm like, what's the policy on tattoos? And Bushway's like, I don't give a fuck. Basically, And then the snipers walk in, and they're like, hey, we have an open in dock, yada, yada. And Bushway looks at him, he's like, get the fuck out of here. These are my machine gunners. And I was like, well, I guess I ain't going to try to be a sniper. I'm not arguing with this fucking dude. Like, he's lived through 2 helicopter crashings. Like
a track crash.
Yeah, I think a track sank on him.
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah, and he walked up on me one day on post, right? And when I turned around, he was so fucking quiet, I didn't even know he was there. I turned around, I was like, oh, fuck. And he was like, what's going on, Devil Dog? And I was like, oh, my sector's afire, yada, yada, like just like yelling shit out that I know how to yell. And he was just like, good to go. Fucking left. And I always respected that guy. Fucking, we went on a patrol with him in the BC, and we started fucking taking contact, and the BC's running. Bushway, dude, is just walking through the cornfield. He's like, they ain't gonna fucking shoot me. I was like, well, fuck, they ain't gonna shoot me either. Like, so safe, man.
That's actually what he did at an occasion in Transformer. We were doing a ceremony, and we had a couple civilians, or not civilians, a couple engineers or whatever it was. It was a packed house. It was a madhouse. I was pissed, and I was COG. Oh, you were there for that one?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, and I literally felt like ballet. All right, bring your 7-ton in. All right, next one. Bring your 7-ton in. All right, next one. Like, dude, all right, go to the top. Put it up there. Put VIP spill. Go to the top. Like, dude, it sucked. Bushwick comes up and he goes, Are your best men on post? I go, no, they're actually standing in formation.
We got A and A on post right now.
He's like, who's on post? I go, we got a couple guys on post. And he's like, all right, sounds good. He goes, we're going to start this and I'm going to leave. I'm like, all right, cool, no worries. So he starts the formation, it starts doing everything, and then someone starts shooting at us, remember?
Yeah.
Everyone runs like roaches. Everyone takes off. Trucks start leaving without even calling it out, right?
Yeah.
Someone ran over his bugle. I don't even remember that.
Was like pissed?
Yeah, he fucking flipped out. He grabs it, picks it up, and the only thing he does is look at me and go.
Dude, and that's all he had to say, and he was still scared the fuck out of you.
Dude,
You know
I just looked at him. I'm like, you good? He's just like, fucking bugle.
That's all he cared about. Like, dude, he is a man's man. You know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about someone that's been through fucking everything, that man has been through everything. You know? That fucking dude, Transformers, I fucking hated Transformers, man. That's why I'm fucking going up with an RPG.
I love it there.
I fucking hate that place.
Oh, dude, it was awesome.
The day before Humphrey and Michaels, Humphrey had stepped on an IED and Michaels had stepped on an IED. So I was pissed, you know. Fuck, I'm gonna get some revenge for my machine gun fucking squad leader, you know? So fucking I talked to a certain person and I'm like, hey man, you know, I wanna take lead vit, you know, fucking I'll be a machine gunner. All right, cool. I tell Nike, hey man, I'm gonna fucking. Nike's like, you don't have to go. And I was like, yeah, but I need to, you know. So we fucking leave and we take that convoy all the way around the fucking desert, you know, because you couldn't go 611. That was before 611 was cleared.
Yep.
You know, so we go all the way around and remember that fucking hill right above Transformers? Well, someone had fucking set off a fucking IED and it blew out the fucking back tires of the fucking track. Or the 7-ton. And yeah, dude, that day I had bad feelings the whole fucking day, man. We get down and we were there to pick up people, you know, and we get there and we turn the convoy around, you know, we're facing fucking back down towards the other side of the road. And I'm sitting up there in the fucking in the turret and there's two other people down below. I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey man, I got a bad feeling about this. I was like, we shouldn't go back the same way we came. You know, and they're like, well, where should we fucking go? I'm like, well, yeah, you got a point. You know, so we picked up like fucking 8. We were overpacked in that fucking MRAP, you know, and we started going. And the only thing like that I really remember is I turned. Before that, there was dudes on motorcycles up on top of the hill. And we already knew if you hear 2-stroke or 4-stroke engines, like, hey, these guys are fucking getting ready for some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm fucking up on top and we're jamming to fucking dirty heads and shit. And we fucking come back down and we're driving down the road. And I just remember turning my turret and all I saw was like a dust cloud and then boom. Fucking, that was it. I was out. I woke up in fucking Leatherneck. I pulled a tube out of my throat. And they're like, oh, you can breathe. And I was like, yeah, I can fucking breathe. I was on oxygen for like 2 days, fucking trying to get my oxygen levels back up and shit. I had a piece of shrapnel on my foot. Some people will say that it never fucking happened. Well, fuck you guys. You can find me in Pedro if you want to come fucking do some shit. But Carlisle was pissed because he was like, oh, he better have something in his foot. Well, I had something in my foot. It went through my boot, you know. I couldn't feel my fucking leg from my knee down because it hit my plantar nerve on the inside of my foot, but it affected the outside of my foot. I don't know how that fucking works, but to this day, man, I can't feel the left side of my foot. You know, like.
Yeah, man. I remember that day because that was actually when you guys dropped us off. It was on November 10th, actually.
Yeah.
Because I remember telling one of the guys when you guys picked us up at Fires the day before or the day of. Actually, I think it was the day of, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think we went from Fires to Transformer, stayed there, and then that's when Michaels and everyone got hit. And then the next day we drove out.
Yeah, we were. We were picking up the assaultmen that were actually driving the MRAPs for the, what were they called? The guys that were doing the mobile.
I don't even remember, like Met or MET or whatever the fuck they were called.
We had like 8 dudes in our. The Fevers was in there with me. Yeah, dude, that fucking. We got hit with an RPG-7. So like the regular RPG just blows up. The 7 has an initial charge that punctures a hole and then it fucking blows up on the secondary. The secondary never went off.
Oh shit!
I was like, dude, I wouldn't be here today if it fucking would have hit somewhere else, you know. So
yeah. No, I remember that one because we got dropped off. It was the truck that I was in with a lot of other people, so it's just not me. We get dropped off, and then you guys leave the truck there, and you guys take off. And I remember that you guys had literally just left.
Yeah.
That was one interesting fucking day.
Hey, we shouldn't go the same way. I just remember saying that, dude, and I turned this way just for a second, and out of my peripheral, I just saw like, you know, like the fucking tail end of that shit, and boom, and it had taken off my eyebrow and shit. Like I looked surprised for like a fucking month, you know. Like fuck, man. But yeah, I don't really remember. I don't know if it's I don't remember. I just don't. I think it's my brain telling me not to remember it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I'm doing all the PTSD group shit.
Oh, no worries, man. Like, I don't remember much because a lot of it was a blur and it just kind of like blends in because it was pretty much the same shit every day. Just some scenarios stand out more than others. Yeah, man, I didn't know you were out for 2 days. I knew you had gotten hit, but I didn't know you were out.
No, I was out for a month.
No shit.
I was out from November to. I came back after Thanksgiving, and I mean, people were talking shit about me. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I'm successful now. You know what I mean? If you got something to say, like I said, you can fucking come find me. But yeah. Yeah, I was out. Fucking, I came back like December something, and everyone was surprised. You know, they were like, "Oh fuck, you're back." I was like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I be back?" Well, I guess someone was saying that I wasn't coming back. Well, hey, homie, I came back, and guess what? I came back stronger than ever.
Nice. What, and you said you came back in November?
No, December.
December. Okay, cool.
And that's the first day I came back. Was I think it was crazy as fuck.
Huh. Damn, dude, that's crazy. You went back to 1st Platoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, man, nice. Yeah, I had no fucking idea. I had no idea. Like, all I remember was you were the gunner in that truck, RPG hit, people got medevac, but I had no idea that you were out for that long. Shit, like I said 2 days. I didn't know you were out for a month. It's crazy, man. I seen the pictures though. I seen the pictures of the truck.
Yeah, that thing was fucked up, dude. That I think it was the glass that stopped that secondary charge from going off.
Oh no shit.
You know, and Lefevre's was in the back of that thing, dude. If that thing would have went off, there would have been multiple people dead.
Damn, man. Fuck, dude. So when you came back, like, what else fucking got down? Like, how was your rest of your trip?
It was kind of me having to prove myself, you know. It fucking sucked. I fucking hated myself, dude. Fucking. I mean, I've called you, you know, and like expressed myself and shit, and you know, you've talked me off of a ledge, you know. I was right there, bro, and yeah, I tried to take my life once, you know, just because I had nobody else, man. It was the brothers that I had, and I thought everyone hated me. So I took like 7 Ambien one time, thinking that I was gonna fucking die. That didn't happen, you know. And now that I think back on it, it was a weak thing to do, you know, but it was I couldn't take the judgment from the people that I loved the most. You know, it fucking almost killed me, but
I feel you, man. It's just we've all been down that fucking hole. We really have. And anyone that says I have not, I don't want to say they're fucking full of shit. But everyone that has experienced what we've gone through, or similar to what we've gone through, because every experience is different, has had some sort of fucking dark thought.
Yeah.
And honestly, like feeling alone, feeling left fucking behind, feeling just like you have nobody fucking sucks. Like it really does.
The worst thing ever.
Oh, definitely, man. And I know, like when I asked you, like how was it when you came back? I was asking when you came back from that 1 month that you were out, and you came back in December, and you jumped ahead to when we came back. And obviously, I know that that's something we're going to talk about. But
no, that's when I came back. I had to.
That was when you were there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There was rumors being spread that I wasn't coming back and all this other fucking shit, and I came back. You know, fucking. I was scared, you know. But fucking Nike had told me something in the beginning of the fucking deployment. Hey, just think of yourself, you're already dead. But I couldn't get that through my head. And then after I got blown up, I was like, you know what? I am already dead. Because you know what? Everybody fucking hates me anyway, so fuck it. So I was just like, all right, let's go. Fuck, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, I didn't hate you. Fuck. When you called me, jumping forward, like I said, man, I thought you were talking about like when you called me one day. I know we talked about it before. I don't remember if it was on or off camera, but I always do fucking tell people like, hey, my phone's always fucking on. Contact me through any kind of fucking social media or call me direct. Yeah. If I'm asleep, my fucking wife will wake me up. She really does. In reality, dude, you experienced it. People should definitely take advantage of it. But in reality, man, I'm here for you guys. I really am. I don't want to hear you guys fucking say you got nobody. And just like when you called me and I didn't answer, I called you right back, right? I was like, boom. Hey.
We have a lot of fucking people, you know, even people that I haven't talked to in fucking years, they'll answer the phone, you know. Just if anybody gets anything out of this podcast, like, just remember there's always one more option besides that.
Yeah. And trying to jump off what you were saying, I know I'm the last person that fucking people expected to fucking call me or talk to me because I was not approachable at all. Fuck, dude. Like I said, my phone's always on. I'm surprised with the people that have taken advantage of that and actually called me. Yeah. And they're not 15-minute conversations. Like I've had 15-minute conversations with people like, hey man, you good? Yeah, all right, love you, bye. Hang up. Yeah. Hey man, how's the family? Good? Cool. Hey man, I'm going through some shit. You good? Yeah, man, I just need an event real quick. All right, love you, bye. Hang up.
Fuck, I was with Jim. You know, like that's where me and you kind of got close, you know what I mean? Like fucking just working in the gym and dealing with all that stupid bullshit.
Well, yeah, man. I never really thought about it, to be honest. But yeah, when you guys were on deployment, some of them stayed back. I was lucky enough not to go on another deployment. I stayed back and got to run both gyms in Mateo. Yeah. And I pulled in as many 3-5 guys as I could, guys that from different units that had seen some shit. Hey, come on down. Like, hey, don't fucking lie to me. Don't fuck me. I got you guys, and you know I'm gonna let you guys do whatever you want. And I'm pretty fucking sure your guys' lives were pretty easy.
Dude, it was the most healthiest I've ever fucking been. I was working out 2 hours a day, you know, like, and then they took me away from it because I started like skipping out on fucking appointments and shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck the appointments. I'm finding my own fucking place here. I like lifting fucking weights, you know?
It's honestly just finding what works for you. Like during that time, I didn't lift weights at all. At all. I was Rupke's guinea pig. I was I don't remember Edwards. I was Edwards guinea pig. Fucking Sprat. Sprat used to make fun of me all the time. He'd be like, dude, stop throwing your weight, because I used to throw like 35s or 40s. He goes, bitch, you can't be throwing that shit around. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, hundreds and up. It took me a long time to finally get up to the hundreds. And he looks at me and he goes, oh, that's fucking cute, as he's wrapping out the 145s.
Like nothing, too. That motherfucker was huge.
Oh, definitely, bro. Him, Rezik. Rezik was a monster, man.
I remember Rezik fucking leg pressed every 45 fucking plate in the gym.
Oh, shit.
Every single one.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I remember. He was a big guy. He still is. I actually spoke to him, I think, in the last month. I was like, hey, man, you still working out? He goes, yeah, but not as much as before. He goes, I'm still pretty big, but not as before. I'm not chasing what I used to chase. I was like, all right, gotcha. Yeah, man.
He lived and died fitness. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. He looked good, though.
Oh, Dude, honestly, I'd fuck him.
I don't know about that, man. He was too bulgy, too
He'd
not so
fucking
soft. I like softness. I like that little petite softness feel.
Yeah. I don't want someone to look better than me while I'm having sex, you know?
Fuck that, man. I need it. I need someone to look better than me. Damn.
Yeah.
Have you seen my wife? I need you, man. Fuck. I need standards. I even tell her, I'm like, how did I get lucky enough to get you?
That's what I tell my lady. I'm like, hey, like, that's what I say. We had the conversation before. Like, this is going out to the wives out there like that are going to watch this podcast. You guys are strong.
Yeah.
You know? The women that marry us men, they're fucking strong. You know, because they're not only putting up with fucking, if we have families and shit, they're putting up with our bullshit too. So
we're a fucking handful.
Yeah. Like
honestly,
more than fucking kids.
Yeah, honestly, dude, you're right. Like I tell my wife all the time, like not trying to knock on any of my boys, but I tell them all the time, I'm like, you know what? Be fucking happy that I'm part of the select few that's never done anything dramatic and taken upon myself to do what I've thought about. Make sense?
Yeah, exactly.
I go, because there are many of us that have done that, and their lives with their families are a roller coaster, and seeing how families get not distorted, but how families get more of the just the heaviness of just everything, the negative. It puts a toll, man.
Families get destroyed.
Yeah, dude. Like I see it in the kids. I've seen it in like wives, and it sucks, man. It fucking sucks. And then like the guys, like I see them too, and it's a shitty situation. But I love seeing how when they understand it and they start moving together and start moving forward, and it's just like that little fucking, hey, dude, like you're good, man. You're fucking good. And I know it's a huge hump that we got to get over. It's just not a fucking small little thing, man. It's war was easy. The shit that's hard is literally trying to find ourselves when we got back. So, bro, is there anything else? Like anything else that you fucking want to talk about before, during, after?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, once you're out and you're not there anymore, peacetime Marine Corps fucking sucks.
Yes.
You know, like the dog and pony shows. Fucking press your shit. You know, make sure your fucking ribbons and everything. Well, we had a staff sergeant that didn't want to fucking wear his alphas and shit when we were wearing our alphas because he only had fucking 4 ribbons. Well, as a lance corporal with 9 fucking ribbons, you know, and well, ribbons and medals are, unless you're wearing blues, you know, transfer them over.
Yeah.
But you miss it, you know, like you miss it's simplistic. It's a simplistic fucking society. You know what I mean? There's rules, but not really.
Yes.
You know? Like
simple life.
Exactly. I miss being told what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. You know? And now in the civilian world, I have to figure out when to do it, how to do it, and where to do it, you know?
Yes.
Like, I have to figure that out for myself. That was the hardest thing. Being an 18-year-old kid going into the Marine Corps, I miss the simplicity.
I feel you, man. I really fucking do. A lot of us do. Either the simplicity of fucking being just in the Marine Corps or the simplicity of actually being deployed and doing that job. Like, it's addicting. It's a very simple, addicting life, dude.
Yeah.
And one thing that I tell everybody with it too, it's like, it sucks realizing that we will never be that badass again.
We'll never
ever again.
We were put into a fucking situation that many men want to be put into.
A lot of people run away from it too.
That's true. I mean, fuck. I mean, you see it in politicians and shit all the time. Oh, I would have fucking done. The thing that I really fucking hate is when people are like, oh, I would have done it, but what? No, if you wanted to do it, you would have fucking done it.
Yes.
You know? Don't give me bullshit. I'm not going to look at you fucking any differently if you fucking just tell me, hey, you know what? I wouldn't have done it.
Honestly, it's a fucking honor. Like, that's the first time I've ever admitted it, I think. It's an honor to serve. Because in reality, a lot of people can't.
95% of the American population does not do it. Those are numbers.
Dude, I've met people that have legit illnesses that they're like, I wish I didn't have this so I can join. Like, I've always wanted to be a Marine, an airman, a sailor, whatever the fuck it is.
You know what? They have something real.
Yeah. It sucks.
Spurs or have flat feet. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I got flat feet.
Guys with flat feet. Yeah, him right there.
I love hearing this. Oh, I would join, but they told me I'm the only son. I'm the baby, and I go.
Yeah, I'm the only green. You know.
I'm pretty sure there's 20 other people behind us.
Yeah, or the one that I really like is, oh, I would have joined, but I don't think I could handle a drill instructor in my face. Oh, really? Okay.
I've heard that one before. I've
yeah.
heard that.
Oh, I don't think I could do what they tell me to do. Really? Well,
I'd punch them in their face.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna work out really fucking good for you, bro.
It's like, oh man, you have no idea what would happen.
Yeah, like they think it's some hood shit, you know, like, and it's not. It's you're gonna get your ass beat. Period. And everybody in that fucking platoon that's in your boot camp is gonna hide it. You know, you're gonna get your ass beat, and it's gonna fucking be hidden. Because you want to know what? What's sad is now is the Marine Corps has turned into a bunch of fucking pussyfooting motherfuckers.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's a bunch of dudes fucking relying on Mother of Americas to fucking protect them from fucking. No, you signed to do one fucking thing, and that's to fucking defend our country. If you can't be a hard motherfucker, get the fuck out.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, but I totally agree. I totally agree because I was actually trying to get back in at some time after I got my degree, trying to go in as an officer. I got told no, tattoos, and then for other reasons.
And you're
yeah, apparently I'm too ugly for the Air Force. Yeah, Air Force only likes pretty people. I couldn't get in.
I'm not one of them either, bro. So
they're like, "We'll take you." Wait, hold on. That's your picture?
Oh, fuck.
Scrap it.
Later.
Yeah, no, man. Like, it's a bitch, man. But it's true. Like, there's a lot of people that I know nowadays that I even see like walking around. They'll be proud of wearing their shit, and it's weird because I see more people wearing camis now out in public than before. Yeah, and I go, wait a minute, hold on. I remember a rule that if you saw someone in camis, Marine, you can blow their ass up and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Right?
Yeah, that's not.
No. Fuck no. People around here, fucking, especially the recruiters, dude, relax.
Oh, we're peacetime. Everybody fucking does whatever they want. I started riding a motorcycle. Fucking, I mean, we were talking earlier. I was getting in the wrong crowds and shit, but I got a vest. You know, my vest on the inside has my camis. I'm not gonna wear it on the outside. Why? So I can fucking prove something to somebody? I have nothing to prove to anybody. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's true. It really is true, and that took me a long time.
Yeah, I mean, no, it took me, like I said, 10 years. Mm-hmm. It took me 10 fucking years to finally. I had my first group therapy session at the VA yesterday, and it was a kind of an eye-opener. You know, you see some of the dudes that you look up to, you know, like dudes in Vietnam. I mean, they didn't have what we had back then. Like we were talking before, dudes in Korea and World War II, everything was experimental.
Yes.
You know, I think Korea was the first time that they actually used helicopters in war. And then, and then Vietnam, well, I think Korea was actually the first time they used started using body armor. And then Vietnam was when they started actually employing fucking helicopters into battle situations. You know what I mean? You're a pawn. You're a fucking experiment. How much further can we make, or how can we make you better? Yes. You know what I mean? And that's what we are. We're expendable. End of story. That's what we are. We're just a number.
Yeah, man. It's true. That's fucking 100% true.
As a number, we still have our brothers that are numbers too. You know what I mean? We still have each other. So.
Yeah. No, that's you said it perfect. Perfectly said. Yeah,
that's what it is.
But what's next for you, man?
So when I got out, I've been trying to be a mechanic down at the ports of Long Beach or Los Angeles. I'm trying for like 7 years. So I did my HVAC, refrigeration, my welding. Now I'm doing diesel. My main end of my goal is to be working as a mechanic at the ports, working on. They're called UTRs. Other people call them goats. They pick up the containers and stuff off the chassis.
Okay.
And yeah, my head when I was first getting out, the Italian gunnery sergeant. I don't even know if that's a fucking thing, but he's like, "So what are you gonna do? You know how you have to have that exit fucking interview or whatever?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, I'm gonna be a refrigeration mechanic." He's like, "That's a thing?" And I was like, "Check it out. I can make fucking 10 times more than you in a fucking year, but you don't fucking know, you know." They were questioning me, trying to make me feel stupid, and I was like, "Nah, dog, check it. I fucking know what I'm gonna do." So I've been doing that, bro. Since for 7 years, I've been fucking applying myself, learning, like I said, knowledge. If there's one thing that anybody can fucking think of, it's knowledge. Use your GI Bill till it's fucking done.
Yeah.
And learn.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. I was gonna give my GI Bill to my wife because I was like, I'm never gonna use this. And as soon as I called Aaron and I go, "Hey, bro, I just got my fucking diploma. I got my bachelor's." What the fuck? You're stupid.
Exactly. And then you're like, what was I doing? But you did something with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said in the very beginning of this fucking podcast, they can take away everything from me, but they can't take away what I know.
Yes.
And my favorite fucking movie ever to go into a fucking movie is the Count of Monte Cristo. Fucking love that movie because before he went to the prison on that island, he was just a normal man, you know, fucking just trying to be married and everything. But what happened? He used his fucking knowledge that he learned from a man that was been in prison there by Napoleon for fucking years. He was imprisoned and he learned so much fucking knowledge that he used that knowledge against his enemies. You know, all you have is knowledge in this world. That's it. Money doesn't mean shit. If you don't know what you're talking about, if you don't know anything in this world, you have nothing against anybody. They can use it all against you.
That's actually pretty well said. I like it. I like it, man. So what are you chasing next, man? What's next for you? More schooling?
Next is I'm gonna get my fucking goal. Next is I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
You know, I've tried 7 years for it. I'm not gonna take no for an answer. You know, I'm way more headstrong than that.
Nice. Good.
I've already applied myself way too fucking much to take no for an answer. So I'm going to be a fucking mechanic. I'm gonna be fucking working on the terminals, and I'm gonna be fucking making good money so I can give my family everything. You know,
Nice.
I don't give a fuck about myself, but if my wife and my children have everything that they want, that's fine.
Nice.
That's what I want.
It's good, man.
I will work 24/7 in order to give them everything.
That's good, man. That's good. That's real good. That's awesome, though, dude. Well, I hope you fucking do become that mechanic. Obviously, you're a UTI fucking started and doing all that nonsense. How much longer do you got?
I graduated
When?
May.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I've already been. I started in July or June of last year, so I've been there for fucking a little bit, you know.
Hold it down, man. You're almost done.
Almost there.
Nice,
And I'm
man.
like I said, the thing that gives us a leg up as being veterans is we're cocky.
Yeah.
People like that. You know what I mean?
When's the graduation?
May 15th.
Is it in LA area?
Yeah, it's in Long Beach.
Bro, I'll fucking drop this video before then. Drop the video and I'll be at your graduation.
Bro, I'll get you a ticket if you're gonna be
I'll pay for the ticket. Put me down for 2. Put me down for 2. I'll be there. I'll take my wife with me.
And then you got to come back to my pad because I'm smoking some fucking, you know, fucking shit.
I thought we were gonna eat.
Hey, we're gonna smoke some weed too.
All right, man. But damn, dude, if you got nothing else, man, it's pretty to wrap up of the show, bro. You got anything else?
Nah, man. Hey, brothers, everyone that's watching this, stay strong. Fucking, this world's got a lot to offer us. We just don't know everything that it does have to offer. Ask the questions. If you don't ask the questions, you're not going to get the answers. If you're fucking lost, talk to a brother. Someone will answer the phone. You know, somebody. I talked to Lieutenant Schumann. Well, now, he's Major. Yeah, Major Schumann. I talked to him. He was in bed. He answered the phone. So if a man like that can do that for me, dude, there's someone out there for you. 25 of us take our lives a day. Let's fucking get rid of that number. Let's make it 0.
Right. And the number needs to drop down to nothing.
Yeah.
That sucks. It really does suck. 22 a day suck.
It's 22, huh?
Yep. 22 a day suck.
Erase that. Write that down.
No, man. 22 a day. No. You're good. Obviously, I say stuff sometimes where I'm like, wait, did I just say that shit? So there's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, man, you're right. Like I said again, you said it perfectly fine. That's it. Yeah. And honestly, let's just look out for each other.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, man. That's pretty much what it is. But damn, dude, it was great fucking seeing you. It really fucking was. Obviously, this is gonna be the last time I speak to you or talk to you. We're already planning on hanging out, planning on going to get some freaking grub down in the freaking San Pedro area. We're just down the street from each other. We're like an hour away max.
I'll ride my bike on the weekend.
Shit, dude. I don't have a bike, but I'll ride my fucking car.
Bike to you. You just give me your address. I'll be there.
Yeah, dude. That, me halfway, whichever one it is, man. We'll freaking hang down. Obviously, in the summertime, we can come here, hang out, do some bullshit. Diego's been wanting to come and hang out, have a carne asada, whatever it is. Freaking just bullshit, man. But yeah, man, it was great to fucking see you. I'm glad to finally see you fucking in a good spot. If you ever fucking need a call or ever need someone to talk to, you know I'm always fucking here for you. I've been there for you before, and I'll still fucking be here for you, dude. I know you and I didn't have that much of a contact. You said you avoided me. So, but in reality, man, like I said, I'm the last person a lot of people would have fucking expected. But yeah. I'm here for you guys, dude. I really am. And this is helping me out, so fuck, bring the noise, and I'm fucking here for you guys, honestly.
Baby.
Yeah, so to everybody, like the video, subscribe, look out for Green. Jake, honestly, I love you, man. Love seeing that you're fucking happy. I can't say that enough. But to everybody, we're out.
Later.